I would like to talk about Missy. That whole Missy.
Ooh, okay. Do y'all?
Was Missy in the book? Was Missy in the first one?
She was.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you leaving because I said
No.
that word? Oh.
I have to go.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead, Mama. Go ahead.
I'm so sorry.
No. So. Were you gonna ask something
so Missy was a friend of Corinne, and the signs that Missy was experiencing their relationship differently than Corinne were there early on.
Mm-hmm.
And as Corinne's story progressed, we saw Missy change and act differently and become salty and
Say it. Say the word. She went to the bathroom. You good now?
and a hater, and then ultimately when Corinne needed Missy, who was supposed to have been her best friend since high school, Missy didn't show up, right? We all had a friend like Missy in high school. Had, right, because we all too grown for Missy now.
Oh,
we too grown. We have been through too many things for Missy. But in high school, we had a Missy, and your mama was like, that girl don't like you. And you was like, Mom, I ain't got business. Right?
Where that baby at? Right? She looked right at me because I be on point. I be like, Nia, She like, ma, and then she'll come back a couple of months later like,
you was right, Ma.
You be knowing. I be like, I know what I'm doing.
Yep. I had a Missy. Her name was Joyce. We're not gonna talk about Joyce right now, but it's fine.
So I think the whole point of that too is like, so when you're in a situation, unfortunately, it could be good or bad. You find out who your friends are. Mm-hmm. When you're extremely happy, you find out who your friends are. When you accomplish something, you find out who your friends are. When you down on hard times, you find out who your friends are. And that's just the way it is. And so I understand that when I was going through what I was going through, and again, I look back on it, I'm like, it could have been really difficult for the people that love you, knowing who I am, right? I just always been, I would like to think just a stand-up type of chick. Like I just, I never showed no signs of weakness or whatever you want to call it. So I think it may have been uncomfortable to just be like, damn, why is she letting...
but at the same time...
Hold on, right?
Okay.
But...
Counterpoint.
Right? No, but also with that, I just feel like when you go through whatever type of milestone in your life, it brings out the best and the worst in people. And a lot of times, unfortunately, you have friends around you that don't really like you. And they prey on your downfall. And when that downfall happens, they celebrate it. And they show, okay, man. Amen. It's like,
No, because
that's
truth. Real.
But being so young and experiencing that, it hurt. But I had other shit going on. I didn't have time.
Yeah, no.
To dwell on that.
I felt like it was, that's why it to me was so important that you actually added that element.
I had to, because it was a very important moment where I was on the run and went to stay with her for like a day, and then she was like, my man is coming, and put me out. And I was outside like, hey, it's all right. It's all right.
So
this is not Songbird story time, please.
So let me ask you this.
It's all right.
Remember in the movie A Bronx Tale, when Calogero, I think it was Calogero's dad who was like, it cost you $500 to lose that, to get rid of that friend. Like those people who who ain't really
my
there.
thing is the jail you plan for me, you gonna ride
in it, child. Yeah, no. Sometimes that thing that you go through, that season that you go through, that ends up, sweeping out the dirt.
I had bigger fish to fry, so I was like, cool, I'm on the run. I gotta go over here now. I need a place to go. I ain't got time for who ain't accepting me in. Who opening their door right now? Because I got places to be.
Oh, in the book, it was Jetta.
Jetta.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't had no Jetta in my life.
Damn.
I made that up because I was like, oh, I wish I had a Jetta.
That's really.
But
That's,
can I shout out some people in here right now?
Yes.
Let me find faces. Look at Tiffany right here like this. Tiffany said, part the Red Sea.
Stand up, Tiffany. Tiffany, stand up. Tiffany, the real one. Tiffany, the real one.
And my big sis Kim back there. She's come through like, what's up? What's going on? That's how she talk. Yo, what the fuck is up? What's going on? What we gotta do? What's up? Just talk, Kim, so they can hear how you talk. There's like, yo, what's up? What we gotta do? This nigga bugging, yo, what the fuck? Yo, little sis, you good? You good? She's gonna come through the block like, what's up? Where that nigga at?
She's ready to slide on that guy. Let's go.
That's my girl.
Yo, I love it. I love it. I do. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna
it
shout out
matters.
Capri right behind her too.
Hey!
And I'm gonna tell you why. So when I finally got out of that relationship, I went to my job and they granted me FMLA. I was like, I gotta lay low. And so I remember the security guard that worked downstairs would call me like, yo, he's across the street at the Millennium Hotel. He's sitting in the lobby. He would be stalking me. And so he would come around the way in different cars, on bikes, in hoodies, in disguises, and he would run down on these. He would run down and be like, where's she at? And they used to be like, and then they will come tell me like, yo, don't come outside.
You telling me that nigga would pull up on you on the block in a wig and glasses like, hey, you know, yeah.
No, and they would be like, they would knew where I was, but they'll be like, we don't know. And then they'll come knock on the door like, come through. Like, So shout out to y'all. I've known them since I was
Come on, real friends.
Since I was 10 years old. He's my girl.
Come on, real friends.
Did you have pockets of solace through it all? Like, did you have moments where you were able to escape?
Was there anything?
When I was in that relationship?
Yeah.
Escape where? To go where?
I'm just saying, like, just whether it was at work or...
No.
You didn't have any...
He was at the job. He was everywhere.
Ooh.
He was everywhere.
So when you escaped, where did you go?
I'm gonna tell you another thing about trauma. You lose your memory. I promise you that.
No, you do.
It's so much in the past that I just don't remember. But one thing I do remember. I remember I went to another friend.
Well, we don't want to tell you where Corinne went because we want you to read the book. Okay.
I went to another friend's house. Just when I was done, like it was over. It was done. I went to another friend's house, and she too, a man came, and I had to go. And the only thing, and he's here, he could correct me if I'm wrong. I remember he had on a navy blue sweater, he had a gold chain with a medallion on it, and he was in a green car. And it was my brother. Courtney, do you remember? Why are you looking back, nigga? It's you. Correct me. My memory could be.
No, it wasn't me.
You came and got me from that girl house, right? It was gray. I don't really remember. And I was
He remembers. Look at that love.
But I was just like, yo, okay, I got to get up out of her house. And I'm just like, I don't want to go someplace where he knows to find me. And he was like, fuck that. You going home. And he came and he got me from my friend's house.
Shout out to Big Brothers, man.
Yes.
Man. Let me tell you how my big brother is the sun and the moon and the stars to me. So
yeah, so he came and he was just like, yeah, nah, fuck that.
and came
You
and
go
got
home, and it was a gray car. What car was that?
What car was that?
No, first of all,
Okay, no. We're not gonna jam that guy up right now.
Don't
Okay.
embarrass me in front of my people.
We're not gonna.
Comments, questions. Of course you do, Tiffany.
Of course I do. It's not even a question. It's just something that I have to say to you. Because of you and my mother And y'all not victims, y'all survivors
Right.
of domestic violence.
Mm-hmm.
I've been working in DV shelters for the past 14 years.
Mm.
I owe that to you and my mom.
Oh.
My mother's older. When she was going through her situation, she was called the Saturday night special.
Look.
Because they didn't have, NYPD didn't care about that back in the 70s and 80s.
And 90s and 2000s.
Right. But because of you and my mom, I've been doing
Look
this
at what
for the
you
past
do.
14 years. I love you guys so much.
You touch
I
people.
have my clients.
You hear that?
When you wrote Full Circle 15 years ago, I purchased Full Circle for a few of my clients, and I'm going to purchase this one for them as well. I love you, and just keep going.
So for the camera, I just want to say,
Oh God, my makeup.
the reason that Yaya is in a glass cage of emotion is that her friend said to her that she is not a victim, she is a survivor of intimate partner violence, and that Yaya and her mom inspired her to go into work, working with victims of DV in a DV shelter, and that Yaya's experience gave her the strength and the the knowledge to go forward with that, and also that she brought several of her clients Yaya's book so that they could know that they were not alone, and that she's holding her friend up.
Right.
So that's
good.
where we were.
Really cool.
I just want to point out that I was the youngest.
Oh yeah, what's her name again?
You, my love.
Mm-hmm.
It is your time, and when
Yes.
it's your time,
What's wrong with these people?
there's nothing that you can do about it because God's timing
Right.
is always the right time. I love you. I will always love you, and I am so proud of you. And I will never miss a moment with you.
Oh,
Lord.
real thugs don't cry.
What I'm gonna need you to do.
Dang. I do want to say that one of the things that Capri said, the thing that kind of took me out was that as the baby sister of the group, that Yaya's the reason that she don't let nobody play in her face.
Right.
She stands up for herself, and she doesn't fall for some of the things that young girls might have fallen for,
Right.
and we might have made her a little tougher, right? Those things we have to work our ways back from, but standing up for herself and knowing her worth came from her big sister passing on lessons, and and I can relate to that. I have a big sister like that too. And she actually was also a survivor of DV violence, and I was at the time way too young to help her do anything, and I still have guilt about that. I was like 16, and she was.
But what are you supposed to do? It's like so that's another thing too. When I think back, and I have friends that were my age that, again, like a lot of people did not know. I didn't live where I lived, where everybody would kind of know. But when I would go home and I would go visit, I would see somebody like pull up my shirt and be like, "Damn," or like, "What?" Like they would see little things, but then I would go back to where I live, and it's like, I'm gonna be over here because I don't want to be talked about, and I just don't want to be bothered. But you think back at such a young age, what can your friends really do? I mean, they can support you, right? They can support, and they can not make you feel terrible about yourself, but at the same time, what do you really
I don't know.
I don't know, but what? You know what I mean? Like,
I just know that
I
still
know
carry,
now at this big age, touch one of my friends,
right.
Right.
my
Now that I'm
child,
grown,
anybody, it's gonna be a problem.
you're gonna
It's going because now
you're gonna have to be mad at me.
as a friend.
You're gonna have to
I'm
be
gonna
mad
step
at me.
in and I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna try, but I also know how sensitive that is.
Yeah.
When you're in a relationship like that and you step in.
No, if it's a kid, if it's a younger family member of mine, you're gonna have to be mad.
It doesn't matter though. The thing is, you step into a relationship and you step into that and you get involved in that. and that person doesn't
leave.
leave, they could deal with the repercussions of now people coming in. That person is going to get upset. You understand what I'm saying? And so you got to really balance how you step in and support someone. Is very, very
That's
sensitive.
what Jetta knew.
Because her mother experienced, damn it, no, read the book.
So I learned of this book in 2023 from your second row. And I read it in like 4 days. I didn't know what it was about, but I knew it was your journey.
Ooh.
When you said you were revising the book, I didn't understand why. But you explained to me what a revision was. Because I've seen books revised before, and I'm like, what the hell is a revision? Like, why are you writing the same shit over and over again, right? So, when you explained that, you wrote it, like you just told us, you just throwing stuff together from that time. But now, as you like to say, at this big age, I appreciate you coming from that perspective. I want to ask, when you wrote it the first time, did you have any guilt, so to speak, in not leaving or not doing things different? And now, at this big age and looking back, do you give yourself grace?
What is happening in here today? This is supposed to be a happy moment.
I challenge all of us to look in different lives, because we all go through something. And like she said, it's for a reason. You don't know what the reason. But look at it from a different perspective. That's all I got.
Thank you. I mean, it happened. I learned. I know what I know. When you know better, you do better. And now I'm in this space where, like I said, I've never talked about this. So I guess that's why I'm so emotional and hearing all this feedback and stuff, because it's bringing me back. That's all I got, Kavanya. I don't got time. I'm not doing this. No. Nope. I got your number. I'll call you, girl. I am not doing this.
Are there any more questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your name and where you from, sister?
Dana turned me into a missionary, and she's one of the missionaries. I just don't play with her.
Hi, my name is Tawana. Capri invited me, so this is my first time meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Come on. I ain't got time for this.
I don't want y'all to be sad in here,
No.
y'all. Oh God, please.
It's not a.
It's happy. It's love. It's gratefulness. It's joy.
Because I'm here now.
It's a joy, and it's a release, because you never know why God bring you to certain spaces. And for such a time as this,
Come on.
you're gonna see God open up windows and pour you out blessings that you have never seen before.
What's wrong with these people?
And I was sitting here and I was like, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say nothing. But God said, get up and say it. So you gave yourself grace, but this is the time for your joy. God is giving you a peace that surpasses all understanding.
Come on.
Your growth from that inner child to the greater woman
Not
that
today.
you are.
Not today.
Today. Today is your day. You have victory in your day. So stand in your victory. Stand in your joy. Stand in your stand in the beautiful creation that God has created you to be. Things happen for a purpose. That was your purpose. That was your process. So enjoy the journey.
Amen. Oh, was not expecting. Okay.
Is anyone else?
We gonna conclude soon because
Wrap it up.
I can't take.
So I flew all the way here from Florida, sunny Florida, with my wares. But I just want to say, I already cried one of my lashes off, so thank you. There's a combination of Full Circle and one of Ayana's other books called Don't Be a Dumb Bitch. Please make sure you get that. I have amassed some knowledge that my degrees could never give me, and I'm a board certified sexologist, okay?
Yes, baby.
And that lady right there, that smart bitch right there, has taught me so many things that I've been able to employ with my clients that I owe her so much. And she has walked me through some things in my life that, I mean, I couldn't even pay her hourly to get through. She is the lady. She is the lady. And I just want to thank you for that. I'm not gonna say nothing else because I only got one more lash left, but that's it.
Thank you.
There was one more person, right? I think I saw. Did I? We all good? Everybody done? Carrying on up in here? Oh. Okay, we got one more person. Oh, and okay, we got two more people. All right, two. Go to the feet in the room.
So I met Ayana before, actually I met her online. I met her before the book came out. And when she said the book was coming out, I ordered all her other books and read all of those. So I was ready.
That was 15 years ago, y'all.
Anxious. I showed up to that book signing for the first Full Circle, and that was when I met her for the first time in person. And we've been friends ever since. And I had things at my house, and I told her bring books, and I made everybody buy the book. And I bought a lot of books
Yes, you
and
did.
gave them out, similar to what someone else was saying about just putting them places. And I just put them with people, and they shared and reshared. Anyone that hasn't read her other things, I know that you don't get the money from it because it's the people. You still need to know all the things that she's capable of as a writer. She's all that and then some in writing and in person. Just to know her and just to know that her journey, that's only one small piece. So she sits here and she writes about it and reshares it and adds adult perspective, but it's a perspective that has come with so many other things. Just the beauty of the soul, the energy, it's all the things, it's all the love in this room. I'm just so happy that so many people came to share this with you. And so if you already bought a book, buy another book. Share it with somebody. Like she said, independent authors, all independent from here. Once you fall in love with all the other writings, you're going to be a fan for life. And you're going to encourage other people. And that's really what this is all about. It's just encouraging and keep going because we need Twitter fingers. We need it. We need it.
Thank you, Lisa.
So I want to say a few things, right? I met Ayana between books, so to speak. So I didn't get the first one, but I will still buy it anyway. And I got this one. And
Don't buy that first one. Don't.
Why? I'm gonna do it anyway. Whatever.
That goes to them other people. Just all go to them.
Oh, this go to you. I'll buy another one of those then. All right, I got you. Say less. So I didn't know your story. And I'll definitely read this one. And my apologies that you went through this. My love for you that you came out through this, because meeting you, I didn't see any of this in your spirit and in your energy, and it's amazing. So I want to say that that's how amazing you are. And what I want to say is probably different from the rest, because sometimes in this life that we live, We go through stuff that we don't understand why, for what reason, what have you, but you are an intricate piece of a puzzle to this whole world that we live in. And what you may seem minute and small, if anybody like jigsaw puzzles like I do because I'm a fiend, you know if that piece don't fit, it ain't rocking right, the whole thing is off. So stand 10 toes down in your story, and I'm sorry that it's a part of your life, but your piece of the puzzle is going to branch out to so many young individuals, to brothers who don't understand what's going on with their sisters, to fathers, to uncles, to mothers, to nieces, to the whole family, to the whole tribe. So when somebody pick up this book, they be like, shit, this is what my sister, my girlfriend, my homegirl, my whoever has been through. So know that your story, sad that you had to freaking go through it, but it's going to excel to the people that went through. Your homegirl just said how she hands this book out and will continue to hand it out. I'ma hand it out. You're gonna find this book on the stoops on the street for free because it's already been paid for. Pick it up and read it and give it to somebody. But your story is a key piece to this puzzle, and don't find yourself small because sis, you's big up there. Okay. And I'm glad second row told you don't wear sweats because you are big up there, okay?
Come on, second row.
So thank you. Thank you. I'll read the story, and like I said, keep doing this thing. I want to see part 2, part 3, part 4. Keep it going. Many different pieces, many different parts, poems, whatever. Give what you have because we will take it. The world will take it. All right? I love you.
What's wrong with these people?